You would pay me to fight Superman? I would fight Superman. He's a big fat bastard. He's slow. I can tell. I saw him at DevCon. I would be down to get crypto deathmatch going, you know, when people get, you know, like, some words going between each other, we could set it up. Boom. Gloves, UFC, Octagon.
It's the battle of the century! Fight!
Hey, it's Dino from Digitspin Crypto, and today we're going to bring you something extra special. Crypto NWO and myself had a video call, and our discussions were pretty amazing. It was an awesome blast to be able to talk about different topics with him. So today is part 2. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, you need to get over to Crypto NWO's website, watch part 1 first, so that you have all of the preface before you watch part 2. Now, obviously that's important. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. By doing that, it allows us to be able to bring you more entertainment and videos and instruction and education. Without your support, it just can't happen. So we do appreciate you doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue with part 2. We're going to continue the show from where we left off from part 1, which was on Crypto NWO's site. So let's get to it.
Another question I wanted to ask you too, and this is kind of like, it's totally off topic. It's just a completely new topic, but it's speaking about the mobile miner, Electroneum mobile miner. Now, I want to bring this up because every YouTuber has been talking about how the mobile miner has a lifespan. The mobile miner has a lifespan. People are saying the mobile miner should last 2 years, 3 years. Some people are saying 8 years, 10 years. Now,
are you talking about the funds? Are you talking about the amount of money that's available? Okay.
Yeah, like X amount of ETN inside the mobile miner. We don't know how much ETN. Let's just say there's 8 billion coins locked inside the mobile miner. Again, we're just saying, we don't know how much the exact number is. Maybe if it's 7.5, we don't know the exact number. 6 billion. Okay, so if 6 billion coins or 7 billion coins or whatever it is are inside the mobile miner, locked in the mobile miner. Now, we know how Bitcoin's algorithm works. When the more Bitcoins you mine, it gets harder and harder to mine Bitcoins. If that's the case, what's to stop Electroneum to basically never finish their algorithm? Like basically, once we get to that 6 billion cap in the mobile miner, what's to stop Electroneum from reducing the payout to a point where it actually will not ever finish the mobile miner? Okay,
so I think what we're doing is we're overlapping two different things. When I'm mining with the ASICs, I'm actually mining the blockchain, and then over a period of time, it'll divide in half. So right now there's 11,500 coin, whatever it is, 547, if I remember right.
I don't think that's how Monero works. I don't think that's how Electroneum works.
Electroneum.
I think that's just.
Is that how it works? Electroneum, yes. And okay. This is with the ASIC and the Electroneum, and in 2 years, it'll divide it in half, and then 2 years later it divides in half, and this can go on for 40 years or more. Some coins I've seen go on for as much as 100 years that you can still mine coins, and they'll get divided in half. What the reward is.
Bitcoin is going to finish mining in the year 2140. They say that Bitcoin's done in the year 2140. They've done their calculations. They said BTC is done 2143 is the last Bitcoin will ever be mined. But if that's the case, if it's a purpose deflationary value, like if every 2 years it gets harder and harder to mine ETN, then that deflationary value, doesn't that mean that it will never finish? Like realistically, if you think about that for a second. If it keeps getting cut in half, in theory, it will. Yeah, it will never finish then. So because like half of one is 0.5, and half of 0.5 is 0.25. Half of that is 12 and a half, and half of that. So it always becomes half and half.
Yeah,
and half.
obviously it can only get down to that since it only has 2 digits extension. Once it gets past that, it's kind of almost irrelevant. But you know, we're talking a significant amount of time in the future, and the object is when it gets divided in half, it should, the value of it. So let's say I'm making 800 coins a day right now, and they're worth what did it say, $10, right? And so when it divides in half, and I only get paid 400 coins, if the price, you know, is divided in half and I'm only getting $5, it may not be worth it for me to mine them. So that's how the price goes back up to here. So now theoretically you get paid twice as much for mining the coins. And so as long as the price is going up as it divides out, it's okay.
It
right,
becomes
now
more
with the
rare.
mobile miner, it's totally different with the mobile miner. The mobile miner, they've in the Genesis block, they generated a whole safe full of coins, you know, some giant big bags of coins, and they've had them sitting on the table here. And now that they have these coins already mined, all right, there's no mining to be done. They're airdropping them, and basically they were letting people simulate mining, and the whole purpose was to get them in the spirit of crypto.
Now, isn't that
enough? They could have just
exactly? Isn't that enough? So you know how the ASIC miners are processing the transactions on the blockchain. So isn't the mobile miner enough for people to obtain Electroneum? Like, think about it. So now GPU miners are off the chart. But so this is the beauty of it. We have a flawless blockchain. That's the good part, and we still have a way to obtain ETN. 20 ETN or 10 ETN or 20 ETN per day, whatever it is, like they adjust the algorithm to. You can still mine ETN on your mobile phone without a GPU. So GPUs are out, cool, but now we have a mobile phone that has a working mobile miner. Well, simulating working.
Correct. And this way you can get something. And you know, people go, "Oh, I get 10 a day. I get 10 a day." Well, you know what? That's 300 a month. You know, well, if Electroneum hits $1, you know, that's a lot of money.
To those people, those people that are saying, "Oh my God, only 10 ETN a day." Well, would you not want to go back in time and mine 10 ETN? I mean, sorry, 10 Bitcoins every single day? I would honestly give up my firstborn child to go back in time. I don't have any children yet. I would give back my firstborn child to go back in time and mine 10 Bitcoins every single day. Oh, please, if you're complaining, I would love to take that. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
Yeah.
10 ETN a day. 10 ETN a day is a steal right now. Like, in the future, it's going to be like half ETN a day, and then you're probably going to be so thankful for these days.
Yeah, and be grateful that you've got 1,000 or so of them. But keep in mind is that here's the thing. You know, they have so many coins that they pre-mined in the Genesis, and they're giving out 10 to 1 million people. You know, that's 10 million coins a day. How long is it before the bag runs empty? And because there's no generating anymore, and it's a problem that you don't have to solve today, because it's probably, my best calculations, 2 to 4 years, depending on how many people they get into the mobile mining. And then after that, they run out of coins to airdrop to give people. And
well, that makes sense. So you're right. They're giving 10 million ETN per day, if that's the case right now. If not a little bit less, because some people have like 30 hashes per second. They're getting like 7 to 10 ETN per day. So if that's the case, they're giving around 7 to 10 million ETN each day. If that's that's insane. So now, if we had to divide that on our calculator, that's like I don't even know what the punch is right now. My goodness. So we have that's why I have to see this, because this is actually very interesting. 21. No, this calculator doesn't even support that many digits. Wow.
Let's see.
Later. Oh my God! Don't tell me this died on me. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'll bring it up here.
My keyboard on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect. So I need to put 21 billion minus 6 billion in the mobile miner.
Right, but the 6
Oh
billion.
no, sorry, yeah, 6 billion. Sorry.
We're starting with 6 billion. So
okay, yeah, sorry.
you're getting 10 a day, right? So you got 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 100,000 million billion, 6 billion, and you're dividing it out by people by how many how many?
First put 7
people?
million. First put 7 million.
Well, let's do this. If you divide it out by 10 a day, you got 600 million days.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. So that's 600 million days worth of giving away Electroneum. So how many?
No. This is not. So look, you have 6 billion ETN. I'm trying to readjust the calculation. So look, you have 6 billion ETN, and you want to divide that number by how many users we have.
Right. Well, if I have 600 billion days worth to give away, and I divide this now, how many we have? What 100? Let's look at what we have today. We have what 150,000 people on the mobile miner. Yes.
Yeah, 150. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to divide by 150. 2, 3. If the people that are using it now were the only people in the world to use it, it would be 4,000 days available to them. Divided by, so if I have 4,000 days, all right, divided by 365 days in a year is 10 years worth of coins in there. If the only people on the planet that continue to mine is the people that are doing it now, the 150,000 people, there's 10.95 years available to them to mine.
Yeah.
See where I'm at?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but if we have now that...
Approximately 11 years.
Right, if nobody else joins in. Now, we have that 600 million, and how many people? He wants to have 1 million people on there, right? So we'll divide it out by 1 million.
He wants to have 20 million people. He's saying
let's divide it out by 1 million.
Yeah.
That's
600
days divided by the 365 in a year and a half. All the coins are going to be gone in a year and a half.
Okay, hold on. No. This is assuming Electroneum's worth at a penny, because if Electroneum is
has nothing to do with the value. I'm talking count of coins. No, this has nothing to do with the value. This is the count of the coin, not the value of the coin. I can tell us what the value is. This is how many coins.
Dino. Is Electroneum still gonna pay out 10 Electroneum per day if we're at $1 per coin? No, we're not gonna pay you $10
I get you.
per
So
day.
if the value goes up, they're gonna probably divide it out to stretch it out. That's what I'm saying. This program, when I did the math, this program is only gonna last 2 to 4 years. Hope if we get some of these people, and after that, they're gonna run out of coins. Or like you say, instead of getting 10, you're going to get 5 because they're now worth more. They're worth so much more.
So right now they're worth a penny, and we're getting 10 ETN per day. So the point I'm trying to make right now is if they go to 50 cents or $1, they're going to reduce the payout. They're not going to pay you out $10 per day. That is insane for mobile mining. That is insane. So if that's the case, it becomes harder to mine on the phone. We have 1 million users, and they're all mobile mining. If that's the case, trust me, the price is going to be significantly higher if 1 million people are mobile mining on their phone. The 5 ETN a day is not enough. They're going to want to get more, and it's a domino effect. You know what I mean? So this is what I mean by this mobile miner could last forever. When forever is probably the wrong word to use, but it can last like a really, really, really long time, because as our user number goes up, then the amount of coins being mined goes down. If that's the case, then it's going to take longer to mine all the coins.
5 years. I give it 5 to 6 years before they give away all the coins.
I think 5 or 6 years. You're right. I think
after that, there's not going to be more coins.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be.
And you know what?
But by that time, see, but these coins, look at it. These coins are to prime the engine. That's what they're for. It's some gasoline to throw in the carburetor to get that motor running, and once it's running, it's going to do its own thing. You know, it's going to keep going.
Absolutely. That's what I meant, like by domino effect. It's right now, if we're going to look at Electroneum based off what cryptocurrency already is, then Electroneum isn't anything special. what if we look at Electroneum based off what they want to become and who they want to bring into the crypto market? Electroneum is by far the best coin on the market today, because Bitcoin doesn't have Satoshi Nakamoto to go and make a marketing video. Satoshi Nakamoto can't come back and market Bitcoin to the institutional investors. He's gone. He's
writing a book. What are you talking about? He's writing. Somebody just created a website called Nakamoto Family, and he's writing a book supposedly. We don't even know who this person is who's writing the book. So somebody's trying to cash in on it. But yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's actually insane. That's actually a really good idea. No, but I mean,
there's a guy in Hawaii. There's a guy in Hawaii. He says, "I am the I'm the Satoshi Nakamoto. I wrote Bitcoin, and I want to have it trademarked." So then he's trying to trademark. Yeah, and he's trying to get the trademark for Bitcoin because he says he owns it, and this way anybody who uses it, touches it, they owe him royalties. There's crazy people out there.
I will believe anyone. I believe him. I believe him if he's Satoshi Nakamoto. I believe anyone who says it, but just all you have to do is move one Bitcoin from that first wallet that you created, Satoshi Nakamoto. Move one Bitcoin. Move a 0.1 out of a Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, and yeah, anybody can claim they're Satoshi Nakamoto, but if they have,
it's going to go on in perpetuity. Yep, we're going to have it forever.
Exactly. So I believe anybody. Satoshi, prove it. You know what I mean? Like, we're all Satoshi in my opinion. Yeah, no, but yeah, man, a very, very interesting topic. Nevertheless, we've hit a bunch of very interesting topics about this, and you know what? It's almost like we figured out a few things that may be wrong with the market right now, and we figured out quite a few things that the market needs. Not exactly what they need, like not the exact thing, but like like metaphors. But sorry, what were you gonna say?
I saw you created this awesome video where you did the price prediction, and you were there with your calculator. You had a protractor. You had a slide rule. I think there was like a space computer and some other nonsense going on there. So I couldn't keep up with you. How many takes did you have to do to get that, to say all that in one easy swoop like that?
But basically, what it is so the half. I don't want to say half. But I want to say like 25% of my videos on YouTube, the ones that are super hard to memorize, are required for a teleprompter. I need to basically use a teleprompter to speak out my videos, which isn't anything to be ashamed of, because not even Superman can analyze what I was trying to say in that video. But basically everything was written by me. I don't have the best writing skills, so I send it to my editor, and my editor just looks at it and he says, okay, so instead of like this sort of grammar, you use this sort of grammar. And sometimes he's not even correct, so he just edits it, he sends it back to me, I put it on the teleprompter, I read it off the teleprompter, I upload it onto YouTube. I cut out every time I go like and it sounds like I'm basically speaking at the entire time. But no, in the middle I do take deep breaths because it's exhausting to make those videos. But yes, those price predictions require lots.
It was very intelligently done. I mean, I had a hard time keeping up with you, and obviously you did your research, so I definitely give you some kudos. The thesis behind your math sounded intelligent and logical. Though I'm not a statistician, so I wouldn't know if it was right or wrong. But the number that you came out with, I thought was reasonable.
It was
there's only so much, right? There's only so much money available, and so you have to look at a market cap, and you have to look at the reality of things also, and then try to project. And I thought you did an awesome job. I wanted to tip my hat to you on that. I was really impressed. Yeah, it was good stuff.
It was actually like a lot of people ask me, even after making that video where I kind of show where I got my numbers from, a lot of people ask me if these are legit, if this price prediction is legit. No, it's not, because nobody has legit price predictions. I wish I had legit price predictions, but if you're asking me, do these numbers come out of my rear end? No, they don't come out of my rear end. They actually do require hours and hours of calculation. And even though sometimes I've been wrong, or all the times I've been wrong in my price predictions, I do feel proud for making these price predictions. Because
well, yeah, you know, but there was some math behind it. There was math behind it.
There was a lot of math behind it. Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be like this. It's going to be $1,000 because the moon is blue and it's a Tuesday.
Here,
you know,
so
it was nice.
Something I can show you over here. This is something I can bring up for you. It's not that much of given information, but it's literally a lot of written data that I've done myself. Oh my god, I just ripped some of it, but it's okay. Yeah, there's this, and then there's that. I have a whole bunch of written data that I come up with my price predictions. It's not up my butt. It's not like I press record on my camera and then I instantly just say, yeah, guys, so Electroneum's price is going to be $10 by July. I can't just do that because that's selling an investment. But what I do is I apply my own calculations, my own theories, not theories, sorry, wrong word. My own calculations, my own average percentage increases, large tech stock companies, a whole bunch of stuff, and I end up with 47 cents in my calculator. It's a different number now. It's a different number now, but that's coming up from another video. But I have to adjust it every single week, basically. So it's a different number now.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I mean,
I also saw you did an awesome video on this. What's it with these knockoff with Electroneum coins? They keep trying to pop out. You know, it cracks me up. You know, they sit there and they make fun of Electroneum, but the first chance they have, they try to make a knockoff of it. You don't do that if you don't. You know.
Electroneum, every single time they come out with a new update, if they want to last time they wanted to remove the ASICs off the blockchain, and then Electronero disagreed with them. They were like, no, we like the ASICs, and they were like, okay, so whatever, they made Electronero. After that, Electroneum was like, you know what, we're going to bring the ASICs back onto our blockchain, and then Electroneum Classic was like, oh, hold on a second, we're going to remove the ASICs because that's a horrible decision, Electroneum. So it's based off disagreement, which is when forks usually happen. It's always based off disagreement. But never, ever, ever bite the hand that feeds you. Because if you call Electroneum a bullshit coin, is Electroneum ever going to even like say sponsor you? Are they going to say like, oh, this is a good idea? You know what? You guys should try using your GPUs for this. But Electroneum is never going to even say anything about them now in any positive aspect, any positive light.
It's
at all. It's a waste of time. Their coin is the bullshit coin.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just a clear waste of time. If Electroneum was having a hard time trying to keep the GPU blockchain running correctly, what are the odds that that one's going to even get a bite?
And they won't. No, and they won't. And basically, they didn't fork from a recent block. They forked from block number 1. They started at block number 1, the Electroneum Classic. So they basically have a whole new blockchain running right now. But is it working? I can't see their blockchain explorer right now. No one can access their blockchain explorer at all.
Yeah, it's working. He's got a computer in his basement sitting there, and one here, and he's mining the machine next to it, collecting all the coins. Well, any good juicy rumors or anything? I haven't heard anything really exciting. All I had was that somebody trying to the DDoS a couple of the exchanges were I had saw that they were DDoSing them, trying to keep the ASIC miners from accessing the pools. But those larger pools, they have protection for DDoS attacks, and they can make short work of it. But there was definitely some issues there, and that was the only thing that I had noticed off the top. I don't know if you're smarter than me. What do you got? You got anything exciting?
Yeah, I know as much as you do. If not, like I'm probably there's a whole bunch of group chats that have Electroneum, and everybody has different opinions, and everybody's researching their own type of ways. Like people go on Google, type in Electroneum, and they screenshot whatever they find. So I don't know how much information I have differently than you, but right now, when it comes to juicy information with Electroneum, there's nothing. Wow, I almost fell. There's nothing that really.
Well, they've got to have more. I would tend to think they're going to have more exchanges. I mean, we know that they eventually, at some point,
Yeah.
didn't they filed for like Binance and some of the other ones. Hopefully, eventually they'll get on those exchanges.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Binance, if Electroneum ever, so right now, but Binance, you're not allowed. Electroneum's not allowed to ever say if they
Of course
they
not.
even applied. They're not even allowed to say it because Binance says like they have their own policy where you're not allowed to talk about anything until there's an official listing. Like, the policies there on their Q&A. You know what I mean? So
They signed a non-disclosure.
Yeah, exactly. They want to keep everything confidential, basically. So I mean, when it comes to that, we don't know what Electroneum has behind closed curtains at all, actually. The only and this is one thing I want to advise the Electroneum team to do. And I've tried speaking to some people on the team myself and tried advising them myself, and I don't know if they took my advice or anything, but I advise the Electroneum team to hold back on telling us about any exchanges until it gets listed. I advise the team to hold back on any partnerships until we have integration. So,
Yeah, it's better off being a total surprise.
Yes. Like, you know, is it better to find out we're gonna be listed onto HitBTC, or hey guys, ETN is listed onto HitBTC? That is the correct article that you want to put out. That's what I'm talking about. The money dropping, coming down, but basically the point I'm trying to make is that if our community is very, like, I don't want to say dumb, but we're impatient. Like, I will say me too. Not just like I fall under the impatient category, and like it comes to the point where like I want to get listed onto these bigger exchanges, and so do tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of other people. They want Electroneum to be listed onto a bigger exchange, but if once they tell us about it, it's in our mind, it's deeply engraved in our brain, and we just want it to happen. But if we don't know about it, then we don't know about it. So I highly recommend that anybody on the Electroneum team just holds back on any announcements for quite a bit.
I think that's real wise. Not, and it cracks me up at some of these coins, Justin Sun and Tron. Next Tuesday we're gonna have an announcement for an announcement, and come on.
Yeah, we're going to announce our announcement. So we're making an announcement now that we will be making an announcement in the future. Like, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
crazy.
It's better to take the integration and just shoot us in the head with it. Just go on top of a building, aim, and be like, integration, bam, news, and then you know what I mean? Like,
right.
If that's the case,
here's the thing, though. When you're talking
surprised.
about this stuff, they need to make sure that they're doing press releases and they're getting them. Every time that something exciting happens, they have to put together a press release. They have to make sure it goes to like Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, all these different places, because they're looking for news to put on there. And if you do a proper press release, you probably have a pretty decent chance it'll at least get put in those. And you've got to have, those are where people go to look at what's going on, is there anything happening, and
but our price goes up. Yes, we see price spikes, but they go right back down to exactly where we were before the news article.
But that has nothing to do with it. You need to have a press release sent to these news channels, and even regular news, CNBC and a few others. If you get them to start talking, you have to see articles about the success stories. This is not going to Electroneum has been made fun of. This is the kid in high school that everybody kept bullying, and then what happens is that other people start bullying them because they're an easy target. All right, and you gotta have good articles of things that are coming out where the word Electroneum is in an article, and then it's got a cool thing, and yeah, you know, the first time he's gonna be like, oh, that stupid coin, and then the next time they see an electronic thing, go, oh, these guys are doing stuff, and then the next time they see, you know, they go to another.
I mean, it's great to see them doing things. It's great to see them doing things, and as much I am number one when it comes to seeing Electroneum doing things. I'll be like, yo, do your thing, do the best that you can do, but when it comes to 1.9 million people in our community, they don't care about how many news exchanges or whatever, just as much as they don't care about processing the transactions on the blockchain. Half the people don't care. They just want ETN's price to go up. That's bad, though. That's bad. Like, I don't care about ETN's price. I'm in it for the long run. I'm in it for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. God knows how long. But those people that don't see price movement are calling us shitcoin. They're calling us a shitcoin. And it's like if we argue back, that makes us look stupid because Electroneum's price is down, and we keep talking about the future and the future and the future and the future, but
right, but it's only going to go up if you have those news articles show up in Bitcoin.com and Cointelegraph and CoinDesk and all these sites, and then but it shows up, and every once in a while, a good article, a good news article shows up in there. People start to look into it, and you have to. They're not. Listen, the only people that are buying coins right now are the people that are in this tube. All right, because we're getting very few people new in it. Okay, that's really obvious. So if they all have a bad perspective of something, you've got to be able to turn that perspective so that they say, all right, well, I'm going to buy that one crummy coin over there that every other site has been paid to hype, and they hype the price on it. Maybe I'll take a little bit and I'll get a little bit of Electroneum because I've seen good things about it. They've got to get it on those. They've got to get it on these news sites.
I agree. In some aspect, I agree with you. In another way, that we don't care if even if everybody in cryptocurrency hated our guts today, if the entire crypto market hated our guts today, with our plans in the future, if we get mass adoption, right now in cryptocurrency, what is it? 1%? 1% knows about cryptocurrency, and then 99% doesn't know. So if that's the case, we don't care about this 1%. We don't care about this 1% people. So right now, this is the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is, even as well as it is to lay down the foundation and go on Cointelegraph or CoinDesk or BitcoinTalk.net or .com, whatever, .org. If you no matter how much you release press articles, it's not going to do anything because you cannot. And I'm not calling Electroneum like bad, but for the people that hate Electroneum, they see Electroneum as turd. I'm not saying it's turd, but people see it as turd. To them, you cannot polish a piece of turd. So we need to reintroduce people into Electroneum. New people. We need to bring in new people to Electroneum. Right now in the crypto market, you will never get people to like Electroneum. Once it's hated, it's like right now. I don't even know how to explain it. Who's the Jonas Brothers? I agree. The Jonas Brothers are super hated. Like, you know, like,
yeah,
no one's ever gonna like Jonas.
I get it. I hear what you're saying, and that's why it's got to be a slow process. And the only way you can do it is by getting that out there, and then obviously with new people trying to bring them in. The cool thing about the Electroneum, they can get in through the mobile miner. They don't have to go through exchanges and do all that stuff. They can start playing with it instantly, and so you definitely want to advertise in that arena, that 20-year-old up, whatever types of magazines or newspaper, whatever they're reading, or websites that they're reading. And and it's free, easy.
I do agree in some aspect. It would be better to lay down the foundation, lay down the law, release all the news articles. I absolutely agree.
But that has to start first, because otherwise it's you've got to get that going. But I'm sure they have a good game plan as they go forward. Also there's a couple of people. Even Ivan on Tech, he's pretty decent, and he's pretty well respected. And I don't like doing paid I don't like coins doing paid reviews and everything, but you know, he can break it down and talk about it, and the people will respect his opinion on the technical part of it, and maybe that's something that would give it a little gravitas. But he would probably be the only one that I can think of off the top of my head. But you know, that may be another option. That's how a lot of these coins do it. They hit like all the YouTubers at once, and they all talk about it at once, and they sell nonsense.
Contacting, yeah, they have tons of companies. I get at least one to like 6 a week companies contacting me, whether like to partner or to make a video on their coin. But I have the biggest rule on crypto is I wouldn't promote anything I wouldn't invest in at all. So I mean, if I didn't invest in a certain coin, there's no chance I would tell people about it because I don't believe in the project. But if there's a coin I believe, like I promoted Dorado on my page, non-paid promotion, because Dorado is something I believe in. It's one of the, I think next to Electroneum, Dorado has the biggest things going on right now. Even though their price is relatively low, Dorado is going to have one of the biggest futures next to Electroneum, because even though they have different markets to tackle, completely different markets to tackle, Dorado is going to be huge. So that's one coin I talk about, but I don't get paid for their videos, and like I don't do paid promotions on my page, because basically if I like Dorado and I contact them, I say, hey guys, I like your coin, can you guys pay me? They'll be like, no, you like our coin, like, you know what I mean? Like, go talk about it. If I don't talk about it, then I don't like I don't talk about it. It's it. They don't pay money, but basically they're gambling. They're rolling the dice, saying, you know what, he likes the coin, he's gonna talk about it. You don't need to pay him a dime, and I do. But I haven't made a Dorado video. I only made one Dorado video, but like I kind of want to make a little bit more until they have a little bit price movement.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing. I see. You know, the guys that started 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, they were able to mine all those coins, and so now they can sit on a little bag of these things, and you know their value is great. And I sit there and I'm mining for like a small fraction of a Bitcoin. I'm never gonna see, you know, these guys that invested $1,000 are out there buying Lamborghinis. I'll never see that by buying Bitcoin today. It's never going to happen. And so, from my perspective, I like speculative coins, things that I think that are undervalued, and that I look at the tech, things like Electroneum, you know, that I can get for a penny, that I think one day in the future could possibly, you know, be at that dollar range.
Exactly.
Many years in the future, and so I you know, there's a hundredfold. It'll be a worthwhile long-term investment, and so I look at a lot of speculative coins. Like I'm mining Loki, which has you know, they're going to have messaging services, and it's another Monero-based coin. I'm looking at a coin called WebDollar, and it's completely speculative. Yeah, it's completely speculative, but it's so cool the way they have it set up, where you don't need any equipment at all, because of the algorithm they're using. And as of right now, you know, it's that algorithm keeps ASICs and GPUs from doing it effectively. And I'm sure that if it became valuable, you know, somebody's going to make it happen. But the fact of the matter is that they're pretty much worthless right at the moment. You know, they're trading over the counter, and you know, for a hundredth of a cent or what have you. But the object, I mine these things because, you know, if they hit 10 cents, I'll be okay. You know, and then it's all, you know, because I can mine a couple hundred a day. You know, with the you know, each machine, one PC, I can mine 100 a day, and. So they have the experimental pool running right now because they're trying to get. That's how new this thing is. So I look for coins like that, and because if anything is going to be worthwhile 4 years from now, it's going to be those coins. You know.
But the thing is, it may be either worthwhile or it may be worth nothing.
Yes.
But I mean, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
You don't
So,
know. It's a dark shot at the wall. But how I look at it is I really try to evaluate what's the project about. All right, does it have potential? Yeah, it has potential. All right, maybe I'll mine a few of those and see if I can get a couple hundred or what have you. Because if I had a couple of hundred bitcoins, I'd probably be doing this full time instead of actually having to work for a living. Yeah.
No, I know, but I mean, what I wanted to also put in, I think us YouTubers especially, we put ourselves in a little rabbit hole because the best investor just throws his money in and just shuts his eyes and does his thing. That's the best. Like, you know what I mean? We don't care. Who cares about the community? Let the community freak out and panic and talk 24 hours, 7 days a week. But us as YouTubers, I guess we've integrated ourselves to a point where we are actually dedicated to the project. We have to look up the project every single day, refresh coin market cap, see what the price is, how much did it go up, how much did we go down. So I mean, the best investor, like what's his, Warren Buffett. I don't know what exactly his name is, and don't laugh at me for that, but Warren Buffett, yeah. So basically he says just hold your coins and don't watch too closely. Not coins, sorry. Hold your stocks and hold your assets and never watch too closely. It'll drive you insane. So it's like, yeah. I mean, us as YouTubers now we're kind of in a little rabbit hole or a loop-de-loop or whatever you want to call it. But right now I'm trying to. I'm not saying I'm going to shut down Crypto NWO at all, but I'm reducing content. I'm definitely going to reduce content. All right, and I'm because right now I don't.
Well, this is breaking news.
Sorry?
What are you doing?
No.
What do you mean you're reducing content?
No, it's not that. It's not like I said I may or I may not. But the thing is, at this point, it's we don't like it. I don't know how to put it. I want to be an investor, bro. I like at this point, it's great to be.
It's taking up too much of your time.
What?
It's taking up too much of your time, and so you want to be able to research more and do things with the crypto, or
no. I don't want crypto to be a subject for me. I want crypto to be an investment. I don't want, you know what I mean? As much as I love crypto and as much as I want to learn about crypto, I want to throw my money in there, keep it in there for the next 2-3 years. And if I am refreshing coin market cap 365 days a year, and then 10 times out of 365 days a year, and then you know what I mean, like, I'm gonna drive myself crazy. I'm not even in the position to be mentally set for this type of stuff. But I don't know. The best investor, like I said, sits down and doesn't pay attention to the market. If I took all my Electroneum, if I took 3 million Electroneum and I held that for the next 4 years, well, what do you think that's gonna mean for the next person? So I mean, if I don't look at it today and I held that much ETN for the next 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, wouldn't I be pissing my pants laughing if it was like $5, $6, or $10? You know what I mean? Just because I didn't look at the market and pay attention to it.
Well, that's like the guys who mined. That's like the guys who mined Bitcoin and they left it on a laptop and threw it up in their closet, and 4 years later they found out that they're millionaires.
Unbelievable. You know what I mean? So it's like. And that's exactly what I want to happen to me. I don't want that to happen to me like surprising millionaire, but like at the back of my mind, not at the front of my mind, at the back of my mind, I want to know that I have ETN. I want to know that I have Bitcoins. I want to know that I have some Ethereum, some Litecoins. I want to keep that in the back of my mind, but I don't want to look into it every single day. There's stuff I want to study. There's stuff I want to like be in the future. So this is gonna really interfere.
Are you still going to school and everything? Are you still going to school?
I'm 22 years old. Yeah. I'm 22 years old, so I'm still very, very young. I have so much ahead of me, and it's like I mean, YouTube is great. It's great for me. It's great to it's very, very, very therapeutic for me because I'm actually not like in the right mind state to be dealing with this type of stuff. But it's very therapeutic for me. So
it can be a little stressful. It can be a little stressful. I like the technology. I've been in technology for 30 years. I got my first computer in 1979. So
I'm the same exact way. I didn't get my computer in 1979, but I remember I can recall I was like a 4 or 5 year old kid and I was so fascinated just on the computer and just doing everything to learn the like specs, and I opened up the computer, broke like so many desktop PCs in my lifetime just because I wanted to know what's inside. And I've been so interested in technology and all that type of stuff. But it's for me, it's an investment. It's not a subject anymore. It's not. It's not. Right now, we're back to.
Where you are with your life, and that makes sense for you, because you got to live at the same time. At my age, I like tinkering with the stuff, so I kind of enjoy this. This is actually kind of therapeutic, and
Yeah.
I laugh because I go to my YouTube page, and there's always one guy who's got to give me a thumbs down. Everybody's on thumbs up, and there's always that same one guy. Who gives me a thumbs down? And it makes me giggle, and I laugh. I got to troll.
For me, recording the video and editing videos and uploading videos is very therapeutic for me. Like I got into a severe accident back in 2015, but so it's very, very, very therapeutic for me. And I sit down all the time and I just record and edit and do my thing. But it's those people that throw me off, that actually want me to. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy to be processing that type of information, to be processing all those people that are saying rude things or whatever. But it's at the end of the day, you guys just get banned off Crypto NWO. I don't care. You guys don't come back. But
that's what you got to do. Yeah. And at first I was like, oh, should I be nice to these people or whatever? I'm like,
no, man, it's a war zone. It's a
exactly.
They talk about me. It's like, yo, my mama, and I'm sorry, this is gonna go on your channel, potentially my channel, but my mama didn't raise no bitch. Like, she's not gonna, I'm not gonna. I'm sorry about that, for swearing about that, but I'm not gonna be taking people's crap if they're gonna be commenting that stuff on me.
Absolutely, it's your channel presented to the world, so you know what. If they don't like it, then if all they have is to sit there and be nasty, they're not needed in your life, and you just move on from that. And
Okay, so basically, what do you think? And the biggest question that I have right now for you is, what do you think about simulated mining versus cloud mining? And right now, the iOS apps is not fully integrated yet, but it's being released, and there is a rumor that it's going to be integrating cloud mining instead of simulated mining, because Apple won't allow that. So what do you think? Do you think Electroneum should integrate cloud mining on the Android app too? What do you think about it in the long run?
Well, I did a video on this subject, and on the Android. First of all, let's start with, it's an airdrop, okay? Now, it can be marketed in many different ways. Electroneum is real smart to get people to get into the spirit of things by mining on their phone. And so the mobile miner, or the simulated miner, is basically an airdrop that you earn by turning on the miner, and each day, and you get to watch it, and you get to experience what mining is about, maybe pique your interest, and maybe you go, I actually want to go mine on the for real, and get more interested, and it's a great marketing way of bringing an airdrop to somebody. Now on the Apple one, part of the terms of service is that no app can have you do a function, push a button to earn money or to earn a currency. And that was clearly, I had looked through the Apple thing. So by just pushing the button that says start mobile mining, violated the terms of service. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're just gonna, you could do all this cloud mining, or you could just airdrop them 10 coins every day, and it just kind of shows up, and that would not violate their terms of service just by having the app. 10 coins show up every day, just like everybody else. Now,
exactly.
The cloud mining, totally different animal. This is real mining when you're doing cloud mining, and there's a couple of different things that are going on here. I don't foresee Electroneum putting in ASICs and then letting people, and then giving away the coins. There wouldn't be enough to give away in the sheer amount of dollars it would take. So that means that it's going to be a earning opportunity where you'll be able to go to a cloud mining marketplace, rent a machine for X amount of Electroneum and let it run, and it should bring you back. If I rent it for a day for, let's say I'm making what, 800 coins a day, so maybe it costs me 600 coins, and I get to rent it for the day, and at the end of the day I've got 800 coins. I've made 200 coins, and
but
voila.
if that's the case, then that's a. There has to be a way around it. That's not how cloud mining works, I think, because I used MinerGate before, and I still have a cloud mining contract with MinerGate today. It may not be the same type of cloud mining, but right now I'm gonna read to you what my cloud mining contract is. So
well, keep in mind, there's many different. There's a whole lot of ways to cloud mine, but yeah, tell me about your mine. See, MinerGate, I probably wouldn't touch, but go ahead.
No. But MinerGate, what I said, I'm not using any of my hardware on MinerGate.
Correct.
I paid Monero to get a lifetime mining contract for Monero. Now I paid a total. I think I paid 0.1 Monero, and now forever I have 333 hashes per second. Until the day I die, I'm gonna have 333 hashes per second mining Monero on this phone. So basically, and it's cloud mining. It's cloud mining. So Electroneum initially, if they do this cloud mining, they're not gonna do it for like a one-day type of thing. I don't think so. So let's say you make like you take 1,000 Electroneum and you drive it into the cloud miner. You take that 1,000 Electroneum is gonna be a lifetime contract, but it's gonna be earning you like 5 ETN every week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what the cloud miner would be doing. Like if you paid every 1,000 ETN would be getting you like 5 ETN a week. Like, they have to make it profitable for them. Otherwise, ETN would go broke. ETN has to make it in a profitable aspect.
So, no. The Electroneum is not giving out. When you do the cloud mining, Electroneum is not giving them anything. They're earning it off the blockchain. So it doesn't cost Electroneum anything. And you can't. The only way you
you're right.
The only way you can make money by locking up coins like that is if there's a what's called like a master node type of solution, and that's not going to happen. That's not in Electroneum's. I don't see them doing that. I think this is going to be an opportunity for somebody to be able to rent a piece of a machine to get a return. You put up 10 coins, you'll get back 12 over a day because the machine earned it. Not that they're giving you interest, and it has nothing to do with Electroneum. I have a feeling Electroneum. It's wise Electroneum doesn't even get involved. What they should be doing is referencing you to a mining solution, and it's their money. You got to separate himself from it, but integrate it in, and so you can either rent the hashing power.
But if I put in 10 hashes, if I put in 10 Electroneum and get in 12 Electroneum every single day, that's actually a scam.
But you may or may not. But you may or may not. See, you have to take a look. Let's say I'm running my ASIC. What is my cost? The electricity. Let's say I amortize the ASIC over 3 years or whatever. So if it costs me $2,000, it comes out to what, $1 a day or whatever. So you have to amortize all these things, and then the cost of the electricity. And if it's producing $10 a day, and it costs me $1.50 in electricity, all right, another $1.50 for maintenance and the storage. So the thing's producing $6 a day, okay? So out of that $6, if you and then you got to add your cost of the machine, so maybe it's 2. So out of 4. So if you put up those initial costs, the 2 plus the other 3, so you put up the 5. The machine right now is literally earning $10. It's earning another $5. Electroneum isn't doing it, but that's today. Tomorrow it might only make $1. So each day, and the day after that, you may lose $1. All right, Electroneum cannot guarantee you anything.
If I was Electroneum, I wouldn't have incorporated it like that. I mean, in my opinion, I wouldn't have incorporated. If I don't know if they're gonna incorporate it like that, but in my opinion, I would do cloud mining contracts, lifetime cloud mining contracts. Electroneum gets they have, let's say they get the hardware for it. They get the hardware for it, and
they don't have the money to go spend. You know how many pieces of what are they gonna do? They're gonna go buy they're not gonna go buy 100
they have
ASIC miners.
No,
they're not gonna go buy.
One opinion. You gotta let me speak, bro. You gotta let me speak. So right now,
sorry.
The opinion I'm trying to make right now.
Okay.
So right now, the opinion I'm trying to make right now is cloud. So cloud mining. If I put in, and this is just because like I'm thinking of your concept right now, and if I put in 10 ETN, or if I put in right now 10 ETN, screw 10 ETN. If I put in 500,000 ETN right now into the cloud miner. So and then you're telling me that I'm gonna be getting it's automatic return of this much.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Sorry. I was not finished. So right now, all I'm saying is I'm just relating this to the MinerGate cloud miner, because MinerGate has a serious thing going on. I paid a 0.12386 Monero, 12386 Monero, 0.12386. So that's how much I paid in Monero, and I only have up to this date 0.00100258. So I haven't even hit my 0.1 yet. So basically, so it's a lifetime contract, and I paid 1 Monero. Sorry, not one. Sorry, 0.12348 Monero. So I don't even know what it was, but if I paid that much Monero and I have less than that, and it's a cloud mining contract, then the MinerGate, like the MinerGate got 0.1. They kept the 0.1 Monero for themselves because that's what I paid, and then they're gonna have that hardware mining ETN for them lifetime, like a lifetime. And realistically, if that's on for the lifetime, it's gonna be processing the transactions on the blockchain. It's automatically, you have someone that's like forced to process the transactions on the blockchain. You have someone that's that is for a lifetime has the hashing power that they say they have. They cannot cancel it. But now, like I said, I have over 300 hashes per second on mining Monero for the rest of my life. So if ETN does a 1-day type of thing, it's gonna be, and like let's say if I put 10 ETN and I get 12 back, that's like a vending machine. You put for every dollar you get, for every penny you get 2 pennies back. That's like I would sit there for years putting in a penny in and getting 2 pennies out. It's just not viable like that. It wouldn't be viable like that, in my opinion. Like how much hashing power do they have to require to get that much ETN?
If you amortize the machine over X amount of years, you know what your base cost is for electricity and the cost of the machine. It comes down to what does that machine make, and then it gets split up amongst it. So there's $5 split up amongst, let's say it takes 100 people to pay for all of that each day. You're going to split that $5 between 100 people. You're going to make 5 cents. All right, and like I just told you yesterday, I could have made 1,300 coins. 1,100 coins, and the day before that 1,300. Now I'm only making 890 coins, and you know it's going to become less and less. Right. I mean, it's the same thing right now. I mean, I buy a $2,000 machine. You know, in 4 or 5 months, it's paid for. If I was to sell the coins, in 5 months. After that, it's making money. It's the same thing. What I'm doing is leasing a piece of the ASIC. So instead of me buying a whole ASIC, I'm paying. So maybe the answer is that I have to put up X amount of coins, and over a period of 6 months or over a period of a year, the first 6 months.
The question I had for you was like, what's the period? Because how you said like in one day if you put 10 and get 12, like that's not viable. But like if you meant before like a period, like okay, so if you did the same exact thing that you mentioned and you put it for a period of 6 months, 10, yes, that I agree with you. I thought you were talking about next day. Like if I put in 10, tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking at just the general concept. It's what I'm saying is that you could rent a piece of an ASIC So basically, you're buying it like a cooperative, and you're buying it with a bunch of people grouping the monies together. And then as it's making coins, it distributes those coins to you. Now, how they can do it lifetime, this mining, that sounds like a way to go out of business to me, because there's no way they can guarantee that it's going to be lifetime or until they go out of business. And because you can't keep adding on and having to give lifetime to everybody, because somebody's got to pay for the electricity, somebody's got to pay for the maintenance and upkeep of the equipment. When the equipment fails, it has to be repaired.
Has to be calculated to the point, like okay, so right now, you know how you mentioned, so one ASIC generates 230,000 hashes per second. I am old, so right now, I'm mining Monero, right? So if one ASIC can mine 230,000 hashes per second, and if one person only gets 300 hashes per second out of that, you know how many people can rent one ASIC? How many people can fit into one ASIC for renting? So if they get cloud mining contracts with like 300 hashes per second, even on our blockchain, Electroneum's blockchain, that's not enough, because we have those ASIC miners. 300 hashes per second is nothing. So the lifetime contract is actually more viable, because like if you think about it, those people are going to be getting ETN forever and ever and ever and ever, and it's going to be 300 hashes per second, and 300 hashes per second isn't going to affect our blockchain as much, but it's still going to be processing the blockchain. Like one ASIC, like I said, so if one ASIC, let me just open up the calculator. One ASIC has 220,000 hashes per second, and I'm getting 300 hashes per second right now. That's an example from MinerGate. That means 733 people can fit into one ASIC for cloud mining if they were paying the exact what I was paying, 300 hashes per second. So between 733 people to 1,000 people each ASIC. So for each ASIC machine, they can fit 1,000 users for cloud mining. It's profitable because those people are going to pay. Let's say I pay 500,000 ETN, and they get the ETN team gets 500,000 ETN. What they do is they switch on the ASIC miner for me, and they mine equivalent lifetime for what I gave them. But it's going to be different than 10 ETN or 20 ETN, because I gave them 500,000. So they have to set a limit. They have to set a limit.
Yeah, there's got to be an end to it. They cannot. No business in their right mind is going to give a lifetime of free electricity.
MinerGate does.
Yeah, well, they're going to go out of business at some point. That's not a stable business model. There's no physical way.
They're profiting. They're profiting. I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, right now they are.
I know, no, but crypto is even in the bear market right now. Like right now, the numbers. If I give them if I give them 1 Monero, I'm gonna get a fraction of a Monero for the rest of my life. It's overall, I'm gonna pay this off. My cloud mining contract pays off in like 3 years, 4 years. It takes that long. So it's like, for that long they are profiting, and it goes on and on and on. So I mean, if they die down, they die down, whatever. But it looks like this company is still profiting. MinerGate's still profiting and making money. Hundreds of millions of dollars per day, to be exact.
Okay, so you know what they're doing then? They're giving No. What I'm saying is, let's say the MinerGate, you paid that. They're giving you a fraction. I have a feeling that they're keeping. You're actually making this much every day. Okay, let's bring this up here. You're making this much every day. They're only giving you this much every day. They're using this part to pay for the electricity and the upkeep and maintenance.
Yeah.
All right. So you're not getting a full. You're not getting a full.
I'm paying for 300 hashes per second. It's whatever it is, whatever the reward for 300 hashes per second is. The only time I pay fees for them is when I withdraw my funds off of MinerGate. So MinerGate right now has two methods of income. They have withdraw method. They make money through withdrawal fees, and they make money through that as well. So I'm telling you, it's the business plan and the incorporation of it. It's profitable. It just has to be done correctly. It's actually majorly.
How much do they charge you to get your money off?
It's charged 0. Let me see. 1 second. So you have to keep mining until you get 0.1 Monero to withdraw. This is MinerGate, for example. You have to keep mining until you get to 0.1 to withdraw, and the fee is 0.0002. So 3 zeros and a 2. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's at a point.
That makes me. It gives me the willies. I get the willies with that contract. Something doesn't sound right. Yeah, something doesn't sound right to me. It just.
I don't know.
Somehow I think you're gonna get fleeced.
No, man, no. I have a like I said, a lifetime contract. I have 20. I'm 22 years old. I've you know what I mean. By the time I'm 60 years old, if the contract is still running,
in business.
But you can't have that type of hope for cryptocurrency. You giving that type of hope, what do you even believe in? You know what I mean?
I believe in Electroneum, not Minergate.
No, I understand that, but I believe in. It's not that I believe in Electroneum. I believe in cryptocurrency, sir. So I mean, I'm at a point right now where I believe in any project that's cryptocurrency. I have no hate for anything, absolutely anything. So I would never say that Minergate would go out of business because, first of all, they're profiting. Just the other week, I was looking at the article and something. They were profiting around One second, I want to see the exact article. I want to pull up the article. I think it was $3 to $6 million US dollars per day. Per day. It's unbelievable. Tell me that's not profitable. That shits on anything any other crypto has done so far.
Right, but here's the thing: is that you can't make that profit unless you're squeezing it out of the customers using your service. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that means that if they're making that much money a day, that means you're not. And there's just something wrong. I'm going to look into it because you got me curious. But something doesn't feel right with that one. But hey, good luck with that. I hope it works out for you. I would have to research it more.
No, I've had it. Minergate was the first ever thing I've been introduced about crypto. I went on this and I downloaded Minergate and I got a cloud mining contract after buying Monero. Then so I've got Minergate before I had Electroneum. So the point I'm trying to make is that I still, with 300 hashes per second, don't have 0.1 Monero. I still don't have it. If that's what they incorporate, though, if this is what they incorporate, if Electroneum incorporated the same exact like the numbers and calculations and whatever with just Electroneum's numbers, it would be profitable. It would be not only profitable, it would be viable for them for long-term future of Electroneum. Like the future of Electroneum, but that's just my opinion because I've been using Minergate for so long.
How long have you been? How long have you put in 0.1 of a Monero, right?
Yes, sir.
To buy the contract. All right, and how long have you been doing it now? A year?
Lower. So basically, I did it before the bull run happened. That Monero, I heard of Bitcoin before Monero, but I bought Monero before I got my. I've obviously bought Bitcoin on Coinbase, but I've got my hands on Monero and held Monero longer than I ever held Bitcoin. So,
okay, so let me go back to this here. How long have you had the contract for so far? A year or half a year?
Let me see.
Best guess.
Best guess. Let me just go back to the beginning. This is withdraw. I have no idea if I can get this cloud mining.
All right, let's call it a year. Okay. And you said how many has it made you so far? 0.0 what?
Yeah. So I have I withdrawn. So one sec. Dashboard. Withdraw history. So I withdraw so far 0.1 Bitcoin with a fee of 0.002. And that's 0.1 so far, and I have 0.001928258, and that's in my unconfirmed balance. And in my confirmed balance, I have 0.010327397297211. So basically, I made one withdrawal. I made one withdrawal for 0.1 Monero. In my unconfirmed balance, I have 0.001, and in my confirmed balance, I have 0.01. So I don't know how else to explain that.
Okay. I thought I heard you say that you have to have one Monero to be able to withdraw. So I misunderstood.
0.1 Monero. 0.1 Monero. 0.1 extra to withdraw.
All right, and so you've been able to you've been able to hit that already.
Yeah. I withdrew it onto Cryptopia, and I bought more Electroneum with the Monero that I withdrew.
Alright.
I've done this. It's awesome. So basically that's what cloud mining is. If you're gonna do cloud mining for even 6 months is good. 6 months is fine, but it would have to be in favor of the customer, because right now, if they're giving me lifetime mining contracts and then I'm still getting paid nothing, like next to nothing, this is still I'm happy with the service that I got with MinerGate, to be completely honest. 100% honest. I bought the mining contract before the bull run, so it was cheap. I have 300 hashes per second. After the bull run, I still have the same 327 hashes, 0.22 per second. Like literally, like it's insane. So if it's a contract, if Electroneum did cloud mining contract, they make money from people buying the contract. They make money. Well, not make money. That's where people rent it. It's free renting, but they make money where people withdraw their money out of the cloud miner. Like out of the cloud miner, that's the best way to to make money.
I think
back.
they're going to partner. My personal opinion, I think they're going to partner with a cloud mining service. And somehow,
now if they did MinerGate, that would probably not MinerGate, because MinerGate actually they might, because you know what, MinerGate's in favor of Monero. They have all the Monero coins. They have XMR. They have Monero Original XMO, Monero Original, and I have this. And I got forked Monero Original, so I have this. Oh my god, I have 0.1 Monero Original. Huh, that's cool too. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know I had a 0.1 of Monero Original, but. Yeah, so I mean, like it's cool. It's cool. Like the reason why I wanted to ask you like what your opinion was on it was because I think the mobile miner, and this is just an opinion, I think the simulated mobile miner should go in the dirt. Simulated mobile miner should go in the dirt, because everything should be cloud mining. If that's the case, ETN is going to start making money, not just the price going up, but ETN is going to start generating money for their company. Market cap going up. That's what I believe. Actually, no, that's not the case. But Bitcoin, yeah. I mean,
they've got to have some solution. Well, remember we were talking about that. Eventually, they're going to run out of airdrop coins, and so they've got to have something else in place to be able to continue on the story. And it's got to be attached to the blockchain. So there's going to have to be actual hardware bouncing against the blockchain, generating some kind of dollars. Yeah. And if you put up $2,000, the machine's gonna double. Theoretically, the machine should make me twice as much in a year. So if you do some mathematics, there's got to be a way you can make that available to people where they can get a piece of that profitability. And you know, and it comes down to.
I think you're on with the renting hashing power, because you know what, like you really sparked up something in my mind with that. Like with one ASIC miner, 700 people can rent hashing power from one ASIC miner, or like more than that. Like if that's the case, so if those people are doing that, then it's profitable. Like right now, I'm not putting myself in the position of a consumer. I'm putting myself in the position of the company, like Electroneum. This is profitable for ETN. It actually sucks for the users, to be 100% honest. It sucks. It sucks for the users, but I'm going in favor of ETN over here.
Yep. Yeah, I just think that they need to be focusing on their product and their other stuff. I'm not sure they're gonna do the. They're gonna I think my best guess is they're gonna partner with somebody. I can't see them separating what they're focusing on. They have a lot of work just to keep up with what they're working on, and it's always good to partner up with somebody who's a specialist in cloud mining, and then take that and bring it to the environment, because they do what they do good. And the Electroneum will do the blockchain good and make sure that the payment system's working. Just like they paid or they signed a relationship with another organization to do the API and stream. So
and the API. They
didn't write it.
So what? Yeah, they did not. No, they did not. Absolutely not. I mean, If ETN does the partnership with a company that's going to do the cloud mining services, I think that would be a better option for them. You're absolutely right, because first of all, it's not in their field at all.
Right.
It's not in their field. They have like they have a, you know what, I actually had to reconsider my options there because they have a working simulated mobile miner, to be completely honest. So
Right.
I mean,
You have to look at Electroneum as the contractor, and then they bring in all the different services and all the different job people that come in. This guy's the plumber, this guy, and they get the house built. And I think that's what Electroneum is going to be. They're going to be the general contractor, bringing in all of the specialty services to make a whole robust product that's going to have a lot of different cogs and wheels making things happen.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how
you know what? They'll drive themselves crazy. You're right. You're absolutely right. They'll drive themselves crazy if they try doing everything themselves. Like if they try doing cloud mining themselves, now they're gonna have to. Now Andre's gonna have to go in the room and sit down in the dark and code out a way to do that. So
no, that's you never reinvent the wheel, especially if you're in software. Let's like. I was a web developer. I could build an awesome website. All right, but my company does, I sell, whatever, these particular products. Am I gonna stop designing and make these products to go build a website when I can just pay $350 and get the code from somebody that specializes in a cart, a shopping cart system? No, I'm gonna go pay the $350, buy the shopping cart system, because they're gonna keep it up to date. They're gonna make sure the security's right. They're gonna do what they do best, and I'm just gonna integrate it and put it in place, and I don't have to worry about that. Now, am I gonna run my own servers? No, I'm not gonna run my own servers. I'm gonna go and get a data center to host my service, because they're gonna make sure the operating system's running, all the patches are in place, all the security is in place. And they're gonna block any intrusions. They're gonna defend against denial of attack services. So my server's there, my software's there, and everybody's doing their job, and it all comes together.
Yeah, I think the best analogy you used was the house, because like you're right. Like the electrician would come and do the electricity, but then the plumber would come and do the plumbing. The guy who does the painting comes and paints the wall. Somebody does the mud and taping, they come do the mud and taping. Tiles. Basically everything. If I sat down and I did my entire renovation myself, I would break into pieces. So it's that was actually an excellent analogy for using a home, because it actually shut me up there for a second. And by the way, the whole point of this stream is not we're not arguing here. We're actually trying to evaluate each other's we're trying to evaluate each other's points, and you actually successfully re-evaluated my point, and not my point, sorry, my thinking, and like what my beliefs are, to be honest. So thank you for that. We're not arguing. There's nothing. There's no.
No. This is how we figure things out. We may, exactly. But either way, I think they.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh, so either way, I'm sure they're going to put together, a robust package that's going to give us that cycle from soup to nuts. To make it all work and be integrating with each other. So yeah, I like that. This is soup and nuts. But you know what? I like it got me thinking about it, and it's actually like, speaking about the time earlier in the video where I said like I might cancel my YouTube page. It actually got me realizing how emotionally dedicated we've all been into Electroneum. Like this actually can spark up some serious debate, because we all are emotionally invested, not just with our money, but like our emotions are tied to this project like no tomorrow. We believe in it, and it actually leads to arguments sometimes. I've argued with Liam from The Engineer, the guy, that little baby-faced kid, and it's sorry, not a baby-faced kid. I say that because he just needs to grow a beard, but me and him had some conflict, but he in some ways rearranged my thinking. I said to him, I'm like, Liam, you're dumb if you think ETN will hit $500, and he's like, no, NWO, you're dumb if you think it can't hit $500. And I had to think about this. I had to think about what he meant by that, all the money that hasn't came in, and he changed my pace of thinking. So I always appreciate these things. I appreciate if someone could change the way I think about a certain thing. You know what I mean? So we're all emotionally invested, and
It's sometimes dangerous, but it can be a lifesaver. It can be a lifesaver sometimes. These are dead. These lights are dead.
All right, I think we've hit anything. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up, or we think we call? Because I think we've recorded quite a bit, and I don't. We got to edit a little bit and put it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna be putting it onto my YouTube page for sure, and this part we can edit it out if you want. But the point I'm trying to make right now is, guys, everybody, shout out to Dino from Digitspin Crypto. I don't just do these interviews with absolutely anybody. I'm actually like super awkward, super uncomfortable. But Dino is such an excellent guy, and I love talking to Dino anytime. Guys, subscribe to Dino and subscribe. I was gonna say subscribe to Crypto NWO. I'm so used to saying that. Subscribe to Dino from Digitspin Crypto. Subscribe to Crypto NWO if you already have it. Smash that like button for both the video, guys. I really appreciate if you guys already like the video. Put on the notification bell for both of us. Thank you so much. You'll be notified anytime we'll be uploading a video onto YouTube or going live onto YouTube. I love you guys. See you in the future. Final gang.
Awesome, awesome. Make sure you watch his stuff. He's awesome. So that was a lot of fun for us, Crypto NWO and myself. We really enjoyed our exchange and communicating this way. Tell us if you like this type of content. Write it in the comments below if you'd like us to do more of these types of specials where we get together and just kind of bat around ideas. Now please also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's important so that we can bring you more content, more entertainment, more details. Without your support, it can't happen. So go right ahead and click that subscribe button and the like button, or if you didn't like what happened, hit dislike and tell us in the comments below. That's just as important. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.